This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're back in Tornado, but this time no paddle vision, or paddle in perspective as we like to call it. Either way, we're not going to have any of that in this video unfortunately, but it's still a very good RD replay. Basically I was running tonight. I got a really good match in the T100 LT. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out, it's pretty good. But if you want to see the RD doing its thing, stay right here, because this is going to be a pretty good one as well. It's going to be one of those matches where I stay as long as I can and try to make as much happen as possible. I still, every time I start the match, I have to look at the 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of this thing. I'm like literally like giddy every time I see it. It was such a long road to get to, but I made it happen. So yeah, we're gonna go over here to the back right corner, and we'll move a few times, but once I realize I'm not being counter batteried, I just kind of sit still and keep the gun cycling as quickly as possible. Honestly, I believe that I could have done more in this match if we didn't have the extra 6 seconds added to each load time. This match could have been way different. So yeah, so right off the bat, we've got a tortoise here. We're loaded, we're aiming, and shot out. He just disappeared, and we get a hit. So no idea how much we hit him for, but you know, it was probably a good solid 500 or so. And yeah, so you can see most of our team is avoiding Death Valley, which is unusual for this map. Usually on Redshire, everybody likes to go fight in Death Valley, and I like to sit there and just pepper them all day long while they're sitting there. Now, I think about it for a second. I was going to hit that TVP, and then I realized, hey, let's hit this big slow-moving target. And he turns broadside on, but luckily for him, the shell lands just short and splashes him instead of taking everything he had to give, because that could have very easily have been a paddling. I mean, if I could tell you how many times that I have shot at a Jag Tiger or a Yag Tiger, depending on where you are, if I could tell you how many times I've shot at them and just absolutely paddled them because they just happen to turn at the last second and I catch the side of the superstructure. And here again, I'm looking at that TVP, I'm like, I need to get him gone. Because of the nerf to the TVP, anytime you see a TVP anymore, you're probably going to be seeing a very good player in it. Most people, most casual tankers have given up playing it, including myself. It isn't as good as it was. That being said, it's still a very capable tank, and in the right hands can be absolutely devastating. So most of the time you see a TVP anymore, you're going to be seeing a pretty good player. Now, I noticed that these guys are pushing pretty hard through Death Valley, and I need to help my teammates out. So I see the Death Star, and I told them, guess what? I'm going to take the shot on the Death Star. Shot out, and pow! That was a paddling. I don't know how much I hit him for, but he had over half his health left, and now it's all gone. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. T-30 and the Conqueror. T-30's giving himself up. So I'm going to try to hit him first. Plus, he's got the bigger gun. So, oh, hello, stage 2. And shot out. Oh, come on. That was so close. That should have been a paddling. That should have been a paddling, and he knows it. If that had been any further to the right, he's a dead man. Nope, it lands just a little bit in front and to the right of his tank, and ends up splashing him for 790 or whatever. Pretty good hit, but not what it should have been. T-30's there, so we're going to go ahead and try to get loaded, and shot out. Got him, 718. We are keeping these guys at bay. We're doing damage. We're being consistent. We're trying as hard as we can to make something happen for our team here, because we're losing the match. We're already down 2 tanks to the Reds. So I need to try to make as much happen as possible. We got an AMX 50 moving in on our heavy tank. And I wanted to take this shot, but it's a 2.2 second flight time, and he wasn't being, you know, as predictable as I'd like. So, yeah. You can see I was trying to figure out what he was going to do. He's being unpredictable, so screw it. T-30 it is. And shot out on the backside of the hill. And that was probably the worst shot I've taken in this match. Definitely wasn't a hit, and could have potentially cost our team the game. So definitely a thing. Aim the shots, take good shots. And you'll see in the end of this, or towards the end when we're fighting everybody, we do take a few shots that are a little rushed and kind of cost us. Stage 2's got no health left. If I hit anywhere near him, I should kill him. And it hits just far enough outside that I don't kill him. But he is tracked. He's sitting there. Hopefully somebody will take care of him. Hopefully. Thank you. Death Star had to waste a round on him. And that Death Star is going to come in clutch. Not going to lie. Between me and him, we put on a clinic in this match. He doesn't get as much damage, but he does do all the dirty work as far as killing people. Now, AMX 50 shot out, and it sails way over top. You gotta love it. Anytime you're firing at somebody on the backside of a hill, it is a crapshoot. I hate it. I hate firing at anybody near a hill because the reticle gets stretched out so far, it's stupid. Like, literally stupid. But we have the T-30 over here. 8 seconds. Can we get him? Come on, get that gun loaded. He takes a shot, and a T-30 finishes the T-30. Gotta love it. It's almost poetic. So now we've brought it back. We're only down 1 tank at this point. AMX 50's coming back in. He takes a Death Star to the face. We're still within 1 kill. The Tiger 2's headed back towards the guys at the cap, so I'm like, okay, aim the shot ahead of him. We've got a 2.5 second flight time, and shot out.
Loading up the HE shells.
And he gets lit up right as the shell comes in, and the shell lands just a hair in front of him. We don't get much splash damage on him because it was in the water, but we did try. Now the TVP's here poking around at our heavy tanks. We only got 1 IS-7 left. IS-7 puts a round into him. TVP's going to struggle to pin that IS-7 unless he gets his backside. And then I noticed a T-95. So I'm like, alright, 3.3 seconds, shot out. Pow! And it lands just behind him. This is the frustration of being an arty player. Like, you can place the shots pretty well. I may have been a little bit late on that shot, maybe. So, maybe that's on me. But to watch shots that you know should do more damage, just splash people for 300 shot, you know, or less, it's so frustrating because you never know exactly where the round is going to land. Even in shotgunning, if you ever try to shoot somebody point blank with an arty and watch the round go straight up, straight to the right, straight to the left, or straight down, you'll know what I mean. Shot out on the Conqueror, and it lands just in front of him. You know, you place the shot as best you can. You lead your target. You know where it needs to land. And then it lands just outside where you want it to and doesn't do enough. And that's the frustrating part. Because in these situations, you need these shots to actually hit. But this T-95 is lit up, and he's my main goal. Because if I can take him out, I'm pretty sure we could possibly pull this off. He turns to the left a little bit, so we land off to the right and behind him, hitting him for like 300 again. So, unfortunate there, but at least we're slowing him down. Our 2 tank destroyers are staying together. And again, Death Star takes a shot at him, and he hits for 250 damage. I don't know if that T-95 has Spall Liner on, but come on, 250 damage from a Death Star. Now, here we have the Conqueror. I put a shot out, it's 2 second flight time, and it lands short again. Now, we're shooting at the top of the hill here. There's no reason that that should have landed that far short, but it did. So these are the things that just drive you bonkers as a arty guy. Now, Death Star, again, cleans him up, takes him down. Now, I warn him about the Emil 1 coming around his left side because it is an autoloader, even though it isn't, you know, the best autoloader around, but it's still an autoloader. So I warned the Death Star, hey, you got an Emil, and then I see the T-95 is spotted again, so I pan over, I'm aiming the shot, 1.8 second flight time, and shot out.
5 shells left. Make 'em count.
Another 300 damage. God bless America, can I please get a hit? It's so frustrating, because I know that we're so close to death in this situation, and we need to kill him, and so it's just incredibly frustrating to sit here and just peck away at people for 300 damage when you should be killing them. Tiger 2 sitting there, he's going to just absolutely rue the day. Oh, wait a second. T-95 shot out. Finally, we get the hit. Finally. We only had to shoot him 7 times. Or, I don't know how many times we shot him. It was more than I should have. Now, I could have made a stand here and waited for the Tiger 2 to come towards me, but I thought I would be a little bit more proactive. I've got 4 rounds left. I need to one-shot this Tiger 2 if I can. So I was going to move around the far left, get around the backside of the mountain, because I assumed that the Tiger 2 would cross over the top of the mountain and come towards me directly. So that would give me the advantage, and I would be able to, because between me and their arty, I will choose me any day of the week. But their Tiger 2 comes over a little late and takes his shot. I know the arty's about to shoot me, so I pull the trigger, and sure enough, we don't kill him, but we do get killed by the arty. And we end up with 2 kills, 13 hits, a lot of splash damage, 1 big paddling. What do we got? 6,600 damage and 2 kills. Another Mastery Ace tanker for my M55. I mean, honestly, I'm not too conceited, but when it comes to the M55, there's nobody that does it better that I know personally, which is kind of funny because I don't know too many people that run it. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.